Hello friends, welcome to the Basics of Packaging series. This series introduces you to the packaging industry. This is part 2 about packaging industry overview. Here is the opening question. Every product you see from food to electronics needs packaging, but which industry consumes the most packaging material in the world? To get the answer, stay with us till the end. This series is for students, entry-level professionals, entrepreneurs and experienced professionals. Welcome to the part 2 of our course on the basics of packaging. In this module, we will explore the structure of the packaging industry, the types of the manufacturers and buyers involved, market trends in India and globally, and the key regulatory bodies and standards that govern the packaging today. The packaging industry is vast and multi-layered. It includes raw material suppliers, packaging material converters, machinery manufacturers, end users or brand owners, retailers and logistics partners. Together they form a highly interconnected ecosystem. You can join the Packaging Updates WhatsApp group. 500 plus packaging professionals are already connected. Share and learn about packaging innovations, trends and opportunities. Connect with owners of packaging units, brand owners and industry experts. Post about your success stories, business needs, technical queries and job opportunities. Grow your network and business in flexible and rigid packaging. Scan the QR code to join now. Your packaging community is waiting for you. Major raw material suppliers for paper and paperboard are International Paper of USA, Stora Enso of Finland. For plastic resins, Reliance Industries Limited India, Dow Incorporation USA, ExxonMobil USA. For metals, Hindalco Industries Limited of India, Rusal of Europe. For glass, Owens Illinois of USA, AGI Glasspack Limited India. For adhesives, Henkel, HB Fuller, Bostik and Everyday. For inks and coatings, major suppliers are DIC Corporation or Sun Chemicals, Flint, Toyo, Sakata, Sigwork and Uflex. For biodegradable and sustainable alternatives, major supplier is NatureWorks of USA. Packaging material converters are the one who convert raw materials into usable forms such as films, cartons, bottles or laminates. Some of the examples. For carton and corrugated boxes, major suppliers are Smurfit Kappa, Westrock and International Paper. For flexible laminates, Emcor, Mondi, Huhtamaki, Berry, Global, Uflex, Sealed Corporation and Constantia Flexibles. For glass bottles and jar, Owen, Illinois, Ardagh. For films, AEP Industries, Amcor, Uflex, Polyplex Corporation, Tuglif Industries, Tora Industries and Jindal Polyfilms. These are just few famous names. There are many manufacturers and suppliers. Machinery manufacturers are the one who supply printing, sealing, filling and packing machines. Some of the leading manufacturers are listed below. End users or brand owners from various industries like food and beverages, pharmaceuticals, personal care and cosmetics, home care and household contributes to the packaging industry. Retailers and logistics partners who handle packaged goods in the supply chain like Walmart, Amazon, Tesco, Reliance Retail, D-Mart, Big Basket, DHL, FedEx, UPS supply chain, Delhivery, Blue Dart, Gati, they all contribute to packaging industry. Now let's discuss types of packaging manufacturers. There are different kinds of packaging manufacturers, each specializing in particular formats. Flexible packaging converters. They make pouches, wrappers, sachet using plastic films or laminates. Rigid packaging companies. They make containers like bottles, jars, tubs and cans. Folding carton and corrugated box manufacturers serve industry like FMCG, electronics and e-commerce. Label printers and sleeve makers. They focus on product branding and legal compliance. Each segment has its own technologies, customer base and quality standards. Let's discuss types of packaging buyers. Major buyers of packaging materials include food and beverage companies, the largest consumer requiring hygiene, barrier and shelf-ready solutions. Pharmaceuticals. They need tamper-evident, sterile and compliant packaging. Personal care and cosmetics. They are focusing on aesthetics and user experience. E-commerce and logistics. They are looking for safe, durable and lightweight solutions. Electronics and hardware. They require anti-static and protective packaging. Each buyer segment has unique needs, influencing material selection, design and compliance. A global packaging industry snapshot. Globally, the packaging industry is valued at over $1 trillion US, with Asia Pacific being the fastest growing market. Key trends include growth in flexible packaging, demand for sustainable solutions, rise of smart and connected packaging, automation and digital printing technologies. Leading global packaging companies include Amcor, Berry Global, Tetra Pak, Uflex and Sealed. Indian packaging industry snapshot. India's packaging industry is one of the fastest growing in the world, currently valued at over rupees 5 lakh crores and growing at more than 10% annually. Key drivers are growth in processed foods, pharma and online shopping, changing lifestyles and urbanization, government regulations on safety and sustainability. Key players include Uflex, SL Propec, ITC Packaging, Huhtamaki, India and Manjusri and many others. Trends shaping the industry. The packaging landscape is evolved. Important trends include sustainability, recyclable and compostable materials are in demand. Digitization, QR codes, track and trace and digital labels. Personalization enabled by short-run digital printing. Minimalistic design, cleaner packaging aesthetics. Smart packaging, temperature indicators, freshness, sensors and more. We'll have a separate video in details in all these subjects. Companies that adapt these trends early are gaining a competitive edge. Key packaging regulations in India. Regulations ensure that packaging is safe, informative and compliant. In India, the key bodies are FSSAI for food packaging and labeling norms, BIS, that is Bureau of Indian Standards for material specifications and safety, CPCB for environmental compliance like plastic waste management, legal metrology for mandatory declarations such as net weight, MRP, expiry date, etc. Following these standards is not optional, it's critical for market access and consumer trust. International packaging standards. Global companies and exporters also follow international standards such as ISO 9001 and ISO 22000 for quality food safety management, ASTM and TAPPI for testing packaging materials, FDA guidelines for food contact materials in the US, REACH REACH and ROHS for chemical safety in the EU. Knowledge of these standards is essential for packaging professionals working with global brands. We'll have a separate video in details on all above standards. Let's recap what we have learned. Who are the main players in the packaging industry value chain? What are the different buyer segments and their needs? Can you name at least 3 packaging standards or regulations in India? Great job! You now have a solid overview of how the packaging industry functions. Now it's time to unpack the truth. Here is the answer of the title question. The food and beverage industry is the largest consumer of packaging globally, accounting for more than 60% of the demand. In part 3, we will take a closer look at the different materials used in packaging, their properties, advantages, limitations, and ideal use cases. Stay tuned for packaging materials and their properties. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, please like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Share and recommend to others who may benefit. Your support motivates us to create more valuable contents.